Host has disabled participant screen sharing.
Am I visible?
Yeah. Yeah, is this visible?
Yes.
Okay.
Just give me a minute, please.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Hello?
Yeah.
I'm back.
Okay. Good to go then. Match 210. First player is Vincenzo. Second is Shane. Third is J. Krishnamurthi. Fourth is Mark. Best of luck, guys, for the quiz.
Good luck, everyone.
Thanks.
guys.
You too.
First question to Vincenzo. Whose first name derives from the Shona word tendai, meaning to give thanks, while her middle name Mary plays on her mother's traditionally French middle name, Mary, using African spelling. Her stage name has always been a mononym, however. And you can see meaning?
Charlie's.
Not really. Passing it to Shane.
Pass.
Passing it to Krishnamurthi.
Zendaya?
That is correct.
Nice one. And yeah.
Moving to next question for Vincenzo. At the upcoming Paris 2024 Summer Olympics, India will have representation in 16 sports. The Indian Army Sepoy Balraj Panwar will be the India's sole representative in which sport in Paris 2024. His events will not be in Paris per se, but instead of the National Olympic Nautical Stadium of Ille-de-France in Veydy-sur-Marne.
I'll try canoe.
Not really. Passing to Shane.
Pass.
Passing it to Mark.
No, pass.
Passing it to Krishnamurthi.
Swimming?
Not really. It is rowing.
Okay.
Moving to next question for Shane. One of the events in mythological canon that led up to the Trojan War was the beauty pageant, known as the judgment of which Trojan prince, angered because she didn't receive an invitation to the wedding of Peleus and Thetis. Ares threw the golden apple among the crowd with the inscription "to the fairest one," which prompted three goddesses to have Zeus choose among them, which he happily delegated to the said prince.
Paris.
Paris is the correct one. Moving to next question for Shane. What are these different types of all pay, Chinese, Amsterdam, Anglo, Dutch, barter, double, best or not best, Brazilian, Calcutta, candle, double, forward, French, Japanese, knapsack, traffic light, and Yankee? Ten seconds remaining.
Chart figures.
Not really. Passing to Mark.
Pass.
Passing to Vincenzo.
Pass.
Passing to Krishnamurthi.
Pass.
Dish auctions. Moving to next question for Krishnamurthi.
Can you read a little slower, please? I'm finding it tough to understand.
Yeah. Behind the Bastards is a weekly comedic history podcast hosted by Robert Evans, exploring the lives of deplorable historical figures. The outfit image captures the lies and double process, secret police and explosions, a carrot chase, and even a mattress stuffed with cash behind the 1907 Tiflis bank robbery. Considered the biggest, bloodiest, and most daring robbery in Georgia's history, whose hardened crew of expropriators pulled it off? Ten seconds remaining.
Dillinger.
Mm, Not really. Passing it to Mark.
Stalin.
That is correct. Joseph Stalin. Moving to next question for Krishnamurthi. An unusual feature of this 1987 film is that instead of actors, almost all of the parts are played by modified Barbie dolls. In particular, Todd Haynes detailed the subject's worsening anorexia by savagely whistling away at the face and arms of the Barbie doll that represents her. Who was the real-life musical subject of this film, or name the film whose title is derived from a hit 1971 song? Ten seconds remaining.
Stevie Nicks.
Not really. Passing it to Vincenzo.
Superstar.
Superstar is the correct one.
There's
Moving to next question for Mark. Shown here is which actress assigned one of the three roles for a 2018 film, aided by Mark Kohler, makeup genius. In these three roles, director Luca saw their three Freudian archetypes. Blank, who looks more or less like the actress, is the ego. Mother Marcos, a monstrous figure introduced at the end of the film, is the ID. And elderly psychoanalyst Joseph Klemperer, shown here, represented the super ego. Mm. 10 seconds remaining.
Blanchett.
Not really. Passing it to Shane.
Pass.
Passing it to Vincenzo.
Tilda Swinton.
That is correct.
Very good.
Suspiria. Yeah.
Moving to next question for Mark. Which Caribbean island is divided roughly 60-40 between France and the Netherlands? It is commonly believed that Christopher Columbus named this island in honor of Saint Blanc of Tours when he encountered it on his second voyage. Heralded as the patron saint of the Third Republic, we have this saint to thank for at least a couple of rebellious nomenclatures separated by few centuries.
St. Martin.
Saint Martin is the correct one. Moving to next question for Vincenzo. Which Nobel winner is seen here explaining the false consensus effect often seen in sporting auctions?
There's another finding in psychology. It's called the false consensus effect, which is people think everybody is just like us. And so the teams go through this, and they're all petrified that the player they're in love with, everybody else is also in love with, and they're all going to take him if they don't take him right away with this very high pick. And so it's decision making under uncertainty, and this year the uncertainty is greater than ever.
I'll try Thaler.
Tyler
Dick
is the correct
Thaler.
one. Moving to next question for Vincenzo. Earlier this month, who was sworn in as the Prime Minister of the UK after leading in the Labour Party to a massive electoral victory? The former Director of Public Prosecution was incidentally named after Labour Party founder Hardy.
Yeah, a Stammer.
That is correct. Moving to next question for Shane. The New York leg of the T20 World Cup in USA and West Indies was held in a modular stadium built for the occasion. The stadium was located in Nassau County in a 930-acre park named for which American president from 1953 to 61, also famous for supervising the invasion of Normandy.
Eisenhower.
That is correct. Moving to next question for Shane. An untranslatable product name can derail a global marketing campaign before it even starts. American Motors made this mistake in the early 1970s by naming its mid-size car what? Although the name was intended to conjure images of courage and strength, it may have been a little too aggressive for Spanish-speaking consumers. In Spanish, this word means killer.
Gremlin.
Not really. Passing it to Mark.
Pass.
Passing it to Krishnamurthi.
Sicario.
Not really. Passing it to Vincenzo.
Matador.
That is correct. Matador. Moving to the next question for Krishnamurthi. Designed to mimic the curving shape of a bicycle handlebar, this chair, the first made from tubular steel, has been a design staple since Marcel Breuer first constructed it. One of the best examples of Bauhaus design, furniture company Knoll, who owns the design, states that this chair was named for which abstract painting pioneer and a colleague of Breuer at the Bauhaus school.
Rothko.
Not really. Passing it to Shane.
Pass.
Passing it to Mark.
Rietveld.
Not really. Passing it to Vincenzo.
Pass.
It is Kandinsky.
Ah,
Moving to the next question for Krishnamurthi. Arjuna Award winners Subankar Sharma and Gaganjit Bhullar will be the two men representing India in Paris 2024. In which sport? As their venue is outdoors, spectators should check the weather forecast beforehand so that they can equip themselves accordingly. White brimmed hat, sunscreen, sunglasses, small folding umbrella, water bottles, etc. They are also advised to bring comfortable walking shoes.
Golf.
Golf is the correct one.
Oh, nice.
Moving to the next question for Mark. When Procter & Gamble started selling Pampers diapers in Japan, the packaging featured an image of what delivering a baby. While the imagery may have worked in US, it never caught on with Japanese parents, as the tale of a blank delivering a baby to parents isn't part of Japanese folklore. Their stories involve giant floating creatures bringing babies to awaiting parents.
Stork.
Stork is the correct one. Moving to the next question for Mark. The Labour victory in the 2024 UK elections comes exactly a century after which founder of the Labour Party became the first Labour Prime Minister leading a minority government for 9 months in 1924. He would go on to serve once again from 1929 to 35, and 2 years after that be the only British Prime Minister till date to die outside the United Kingdom.
MacDonald.
That is correct. Moving to the next question for Vincenzo. Which term is speculated to originate from a term meaning farmhand? Bill Bryson suggests in Made in America 1998 that it might come from a railroad greeting or a syllabic abbreviation of Homeward Bound.
Howdy.
Not really. Passing to Shane.
Hobo.
Hobo is the correct one. Moving to the next question for Vincenzo. David McClung's Pulitzer-winning biography of which American president quoted him as saying, if leaders of simple cricket clubs could be called presidents, the leader of the new nation might be called something more grand. The 2008 HBO miniseries adaptation has led recent editions of the biography to prominently feature the picture of actor Paul Giamatti rather than the president himself.
Adams.
That is correct.
Adams.
Moving to the next question for Shane. Which term originally appeared in a joint paper between Rose Clance and Suzanne Ames titled The Blank Blank in High Achieving Women, Dynamics and Therapeutic Intervention in 1978? The paper described how many women attribute their successes to external forces that have nothing to do with their skill, intelligence, or achievements.
Glass ceiling.
Not really. Passing it to Grant.
Halo effect.
Not really. Passing it to Krishnamurthi.
Imposter syndrome.
That is correct.
Good.
Glass ceiling as well.
Moving to the next question for Shane. This is a bird's eye view of a site that became infamous for a malicious and outrageous wrongdoing and inspiring the nomenclature of countless other scandals in the future. ID this site with Google Earth satellite images shown here.
Watergate.
That is correct. Moving to the next question for Krishnamurthi. What auction phenomena was first addressed in 1971 by Atlantic Richfield petroleum engineers? Thus, if an oil field had an actual intrinsic value of $10 million, oil companies might guess its value to be anywhere from 5 million to 20 million. The company who wrongly estimated at 20 million and placed a bid at that level would win the auction and later find that it was not worth as much. Seconds remaining.
Winner's regret or winner's dilemma.
Coming back to you, passing it to Shane,
Pass.
passing it to Mark,
Pass.
passing it to Vincenzo.
Pass.
It is actually winner's curse.
It amounts to the same thing. I don't know if you're looking for a specific. Can you check with these guys?
Maybe it's worth
Said-
Googling if winner's regret is a
Yeah.
synonym for winner's curse in the Wikipedia article.
Yeah. We can put an.
Yeah, then I
Can-
could
can
give
you-
it to Krishnamurthi, I think.
Yeah, I think none of us took an attempt at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moving to next question for
It doesn't-
Krishnamurti.
Thank you. Thank you.
Who were these purpose with dual pointed chrome projections on the front ends of the car named after in the 1950s, a mononymous sex symbol of that time? Now, the answer should not be confused with the marketing model for defining advertising goals for measured advertising results. Ten seconds remaining.
May West.
Not really. Passing to Shane,
Pass.
passing to Mark,
Pass.
passing to Vincenzo.
Pass.
It is the
Anonymous.
Dagmar.
Okay.
Moving to the next question for Mark. Many theories behind this movie's Sickly Baby included being made from an emblemed cock or lamb fetus, and the Sickly Baby isn't the only memorable puppet effect in the film. Witness the man-made chickens that our bewild hero Henry is served at dinner by his fiance's father. Identify the 1977 film in which you come across these puppets.
Eraserhead.
That is correct. Moving to the next question from Mark. Hobo slangs are fascinating. In hobo slang, what did or does dogging it refer to? As a clue, the term would come in handy during intercity travels and involves using entities named after the Canis Lupus familiaris?
Okay. There's something very different in England. Um, gosh. Sorry. Um, um,
10 seconds
hunting.
remaining.
Hunting.
Yeah. Not surely. Passing to Shane.
Oh,
I'll pass.
Passing to Vincenzo.
Yeah, I'll pass.
Passing to Krishnamurthi.
Is this about taking a greyhound to go from one city to another?
That is correct.
very good.
Traveling by bus, especially on Greyhound
Oh,
pastime.
excellent. Cool.
Moving to next question for Vincenzo. One of the three contestants that claimed the golden apple was which goddesses who attempted to bribe Paris by offering him the chance to become the king of Europe and Asia, patron of marriage, women, and the family. The goddesses in question is the sister and wife of Zeus.
Hera.
That is correct. Moving to next question for Vincenzo. The National Anti-Vaccination League, NAVL, was a British anti-vaccination organization that was formed in 1896. Among the leading voices of the anti-vaccine movement of the late 19th and early 20th century was which playwright, winner of the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1925? According to Evans, he said that vaccination is nothing short of attempted murder. Vincenzo,
Nothing. I'll try Shaw.
that is correct. George Bernard Shaw. Moving to next question for Shane. Makeup greats Rick Baker and David Leroy Anderson picked up an Oscar statue for Best Makeup for turning comedian Eddie Murphy into 7 different characters, all distinct from the next in which 1996 film?
The Nutty Professor.
That is correct. Moving to next question for Shane. In Paris 2024, Ankita Bhakat, Deepika Kumari, and Bhajan Kaur will be the women representing India in which sport? The event will be held at the Hotel des Invalides, English House of Invalids, a complex of building in the 7th arrondissement relating to the military history of France.
Archery.
Archery is the correct one.
Nice.
Moving to next question for Krishnamurthi. This creature originated with vagabonds and migratory workers of the Depression. Plastic shopping bags hadn't yet been invented. So hobos did something to make it easy to carry their migratory belongings. What did they do? Which soon enough became a symbol cartoonists used to identify as a child as a runaway, as in Norman Rockwell's famous 1958 Saturday Evening Post cover titled The Runaway.
I think they use shopping carts to put all their stuff.
Not really. Passing to Shane.
They put their belongings in a blanket tied to a stick over their shoulder, like that.
Yeah, that is almost correct. The bindle on a hobo stick carrying belongings to the coat wrapped around a sleeve or a stick.
It's that one, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was about to say on the photo.
Moving to next question for Krishnamurthi. Second of the three contestants in the mythological beauty pageant was which goddesses associated with wisdom, warfare, and handicraft? Daughter of Zeus and Metis, who excited Zeus, head fully armed, she offered Paris wisdom and skill in war.
Athena.
That is correct. Moving to the next question for Mark. Which term originally appeared in feminist film theorist Laura Mulvey's essay, Visual Pleasure and Narrative Cinema, in 1975, to talk about the way women were often depicted in films solely for their pleasure of heterosexual men on screen or in the audience. The term was meant to describe why women often had no standalone narrative arcs of their own.
Male gaze.
That is correct. Moving to the next question for Mark. This is the bird's eye view of an island, which was home to the namesake facility that was active from 1934 to 63. It once contained some of the most dangerous people in that country. ID this facility, whose Google Earth satellite image is seen here.
Alcatraz.
That is correct. Moving to the next question for Vincenzo. Named after the massive mountains in northeast New York, which chairs, invented by Thomas Lee between 1900 and 1903, were popularized in nearby tuberculosis sanitariums, where they were favored for the way the armrest helped open up the sitter's chest. A signature of American vacation homes, these are now often made by injection molding.
Something like Arondira. Maybe saying it wrong.
Coming back to you,
Arondir.
passing to Shane.
Adirondack.
That is
Yeah.
correct. Adirondack.
Yeah, I had the letters swirling in my head. Adirondack.
But shouldn't you be giving points? It
I
wasn't
know.
that far away, right?
And
Yeah.
yeah, I think
I,
too
I,
many.
I, I,
It's
okay.
fine. Yeah, too many. Yeah, it's fine.
Moving to next question for Vincenzo. Which Caribbean island nation is named after a Roman Christian martyr based out of Syracuse who died during the Diocletian persecution? The emblem of ice on a cup or plate associated with the saints reflects popular devotion to them as the protector of sight because of their name.
Saint Lucia.
That is correct. Moving to next question for Shane. A character played by Zendaya has a name that fittingly translates to God's grace. He, God has favored me. Portrayed by Shin Young, 1984 film, and Barbara Kodetova, 2000 and 2003 miniseries. Which character is this? Tenzin Simini.
I can't pass.
Passing it to Mark.
No, pass.
Passing it to Vincenzo.
Yes.
Passing it to Krishnamurthi.
Pass.
It's from Dune, Chen.
Oh no,
Ah,
I didn't have that.
yeah,
Yeah.
what's her name?
Moving to the next question for Shane. Which informal noun of style denotes an inflatable life jacket originally as issued to Royal Air Force aviators during the Second World War? The nickname originated because someone wearing the inflated life preserver often appeared to be as large breasted as a certain Hollywood actress.
Mae West.
That is correct. Moving to the next question for Krishnamurthi. Jeremy Woodhead, Oscar nominated for makeup and hairstyling, transformed Renee Zellweger into which Reborn star in 2019? With all integrity and prosthetics intact shown, she won her second Oscar for her efforts. 10 seconds remaining.
Streisand.
Not really. Passing it to Mark.
Judy Garland.
That is correct. Moving to the next question for Krishnamurti. Which Caribbean country is named after the Puerto Metro of Spain and a Spanish city? Last of Terry, an active volcano on this island, has had 5 explosive eruptions during the recorded historical period, and shown is JMW Turner's depiction of the eruption on 20th April 1812.
Montserrat.
Not solely. Passing to Vincenzo.
Saint Vincent and the Grenadines.
That is correct. Moving to the next question from Mark. Prince Generate designed this King and Uchiers in the 1950s for a set of administrative buildings in which Indian capital city. These are some of the most sought after by vintage collectors today, and even Courtney Kardashian has one in her home.
Chandigarh.
Can you repeat the answer, please?
Sorry.
Can you repeat the answer?
Chandigarh.
Coming back to you, passing to Shane,
Pass.
passing to Vincenzo,
Pass.
passing to Krishnamurti.
It's Chandigarh, but I think you should give it to Mark.
Yeah, I thought he said
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That's what he.
Chandigarh.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of what I said. I mean,
Yeah.
that's actually did exactly what I said.
Chandigarh.
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 G-A-R-H.
That's fine.
Gar.
That's fine.
Chandigarh.
Yeah.
The recommendation.
I think you're good.
Yeah.
Moving to the next question for Mark. Referred to as the cocaine godmother and the black widow of events in his podcast, who is widely considered the first female drug lord in history. She became a prominent figure in the cocaine-based drug trade between New York and Miami during the 1970s.
Gonzalez.
Can you repeat the answer, please?
Gonzalez.
Not really. Passing to Shane.
Pass.
Passing to Vincenzo.
Griselda.
Yeah, that is correct. Griselda Blanco.
What's her name?
Yeah.
The Modern Family. Sofia Vergara.
Yeah. I was seeing it last night. Couldn't remember her name. Oh.
The next question for Vincenzo. Which term was coined by British psychologist Michael Corrine and S.A. Huston in response to a statement made in UK newspaper that said women in leadership positions have a negative impact on a company's performance? Ryan and Huston checked the top 100 companies listed in the LSE and found that companies experiencing a downturn were more likely to bring a woman in during times of turmoil, not that women were the cause of the initial issues.
Yeah. Yeah. What did they call it? This was also how they described the resume. I forgot.
Someone's winning.
Nanny.
Not
Nanny.
really. Passing to Shane.
Pass.
Passing
Pass.
it to Mark.
Pass.
Passing it to Krishnamurti.
Pass.
They call
This
it
one is Glass Cliff.
Glass Cliff. Yeah.
We're going to the next question for Vincenzo. Which company got off on the wrong foot when it opened in China in the late 1980s? This was because in Beijing, the company's famous slogan translates to "Eat your finger off." Fingers off.
Okay. KFC.
Correct. Good. Moving to the next question for Shane. You see lit puppeteer Ollie Taylor wearing which titular character suit in this photo from last year? Taylor used mechanical hands with finger pulls to move the character's extended sloth-like arms.
Last year, huh?
10 seconds remaining.
ET.
Not so late. Passing to Mark.
Pass.
Passing it to Krishnamurthi.
Pass.
Passing it to Vincenzo.
Pass. What is this?
It is Eric. And just a second.
Oh, from the Netflix show again.
Okay.
Oh,
I haven't seen that yet. But did they say movie? Oh no, just Hitler character. Okay.
Moving to the next question for Shane. The longest serving leader of the Labour Party, 1935 to 55, who led the party to a landslide victory in 1945 on a post-war recovery platform, with his government then going on to establish the National Health Services (NHS). His foreign policy focused on decolonization efforts, leading to the independence of India, Burma, and Ceylon, among other former colonies.
Attlee.
Attlee is the right one. Moving into the next question for Krishnamurthi. He started alongside Garbo, Les Taylor, and Leigh, and his films include The Prisoner of Zenda, 1937, Rebecca, 1940, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, 1941, and Then There Were None, 1945. But in the sporting world, he is known as the Test cricketer who founded Hollywood Cricket Club and attracted David Niven, Lawrence Oliver, and Boris Karloff to play cricket. Who is this multi-talented personality?
Fry.
Not really. Passing to Shane.
Pass.
Passing to Mark.
Howard?
Not really. Passing to Vincenzo.
Pass.
It is Charles Aubrey Smith.
Oh, okay, him.
Moving to next question for Krishnamurthi. Which term originally appeared in Robin DiAngelo's 2011 article of the same name to describe the insulted environment of racial protection that white people expect to wield when faced with racism? She explained how the perceived removal of that protection often leads white people to react in anger at the idea that they themselves do not experience racism or they have an inherent racial bias. Ten seconds remaining.
White privilege.
Not really. Passing to Shane.
Pass.
Passing to Mark.
Pass.
Passing to Vincenzo.
Oh,
Pass.
SWAT fragility.
That is correct. That is
Ah,
white
damn.
privilege. Moving to the next question for Mark. Due to its bitter taste, which herb of grace is often associated with regret, repentance, and sorrow? This is an explanation for the first name of choice of characters essayed by Zendaya in an American series based on the Israeli series of the same name.
Oh.
Ten seconds remaining.
Hyssop?
Not really. Passing it to Shane.
Pass.
Passing it to Vincenzo.
Pass.
Passing it to Krishnamurthi.
Pass.
This
Maybe
Rue
for-
from Euphoria.
Oh, okay.
Moving to the next question for Mark. What term that borrows a Hollywood star's name refer to the act of selfishly taking or keeping something, especially a marijuana joint? Instead of passing it on, it comes from the actor's most famous poem, the cigarette perpetually hanging from his lips.
Bogart?
That is correct. Bogart. Moving to the next question for Vincenzo. Nominated for SAG Award, the Oscar-nominated makeup team of Jenny Silver, Mark Pilcher, and Jessica Brooks transformed Margot Robbie into which royal, as shown from a 2018 film?
Elizabeth.
That is correct. Queen Elizabeth the First. Moving to next question for Vincenzo. The Directors Guild in Hollywood enacted which unofficial eponymous rule which prohibited actors from firing directors and taking over themselves. This is because the actor tended to hire only directors who would defer to his wishes. He once banned Philip Kaufman from the set of The Outlaw Joseph Wales. In 1984, he took control of Tightrope from Richard Tuggle, whose name remained on the credits.
Um,
10 seconds remaining.
or Grant.
Not really. Passing to Shane.
Eastwood.
That is correct. Moving to the next question for Shane. Which Caribbean country is named after the patron saint of travelers and carries it in its name in reference to the 4th century Catholic miracle of a summertime snowfall on Equus-Line Hill in Rome? It was home to the first British and French Caribbean colonies and hence titled the Mother Colony of the West Indies. Ten seconds remaining.
St. Kitts and Nevis.
That is correct. Moving to the next question for Shane. According to Evans, at Fishburne Military School in Waynesboro, Virginia, who became the first cadet in the school's history to be court-martialed and became involved in the sports entertainment business after a ring announcement in 1971, left abruptly and his father, Vincent, needed a replacement. He was awarded a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame for television.
Buffett.
Not really. Passing it to Krishnamurthi.
Pass.
Passing it to Mark.
McMahon,
That is correct. Moving to the next question for Krishnamurthi. Which Swedish vacuum maker got a quick lesson in English slang when it introduced its products to the States, intending to highlight its vacuum high power? The Scandinavian company's ad campaign boasted, "Nothing sucks like an blank."
Pass.
Passing it to Shane.
Pass.
Passing it to Vincenzo.
Pass.
Passing it to Mark.
Electrolux,
That is correct. Moving to the next question for Krishnamurthi. The youngest Prime Minister of the UK in the 20th century, who is the longest serving Labour Party Prime Minister, 1997 to 2007, and the only one to lead the party to victories in 3 consecutive general elections.
Tony Blair.
That is correct. Moving to the next question for Mark. A sealed bid second prize auction SBSPA is one of which bidders submit their written bids without knowing the bid of the other people in the auction. The highest bidder wins, but the price paid is the second highest bid. Who names this kind of an auction after he first described it academically in 1961, though it had been used by stamp collectors since 1893?
Vickery,
That is correct. Moving to the next question for Mark. After completing schooling at La Martiniere, Calcutta, Anush Agarwala moved to Germany to pursue his sporting dreams. It earned him gold at the 2022 Asian Games and also a spot on the Paris Olympics as India's sole representative in which sport. His event will be one of 2 competitions, the other being modern pentathlon, to be held at the iconic Palace of Versailles.
equestrian,
That is correct. Moving into next question for Vincenzo. Team America World Police was ambiguously hilarious 2004 film made entirely with puppets.
Can you, sorry. Hello. Can
Yeah.
you go a little slower? There's a lag. I'll try to go to a place where the internet is better.
Okay.
1 minute. Yeah, please continue.
Team America, World Police was ambiguously hilarious 2004 film made entirely with puppets. It was created by the same duo that created which animated sitcom? They developed the sitcom from 2 animated short films, both titled The Spirit of Christmas from 1992 and 1995. The second short became one of the first internet viral videos leading to the sitcom's production.
South Park.
That is correct. Moving to next question for Vincenzo. This is the bird's eye view of a famous historical site. There an attack took place that claimed the lives of more than 2,400 people. ID this site whose Google Earth satellite image is seen here.
Yeah, Pearl Harbor.
That is correct.
I was wondering if he did like Arizona. Yeah, exactly.
Moving to next question for Shane. During the late 1960s, Daryl McRae and a group of friends started doing something that got Daryl into a youth development center, YDC. While at the YDC, McRae adopted the nickname Cornbread, and on being released, he developed a crush on Cynthia Custis. To win her attention, he did something all over North Philadelphia using the Cornbread nickname, and thus began something that became integral to hobo culture. What exactly did Cornbread do that other artists of his ilk had not done before?
Tagging, graffiti.
Can you repeat the answer, please?
There's graffiti tagging.
Yeah, that is correct. Tagging graffiti. Moving to next question for Shane. Designed in 1955 by the Danish architect Erne Jacobsen, a modified version of the 3107 chair with an aperture crudely cut out of the back to avoid copyright infringement is ironically more famous than the original. It was immortalized by the photograph taken at the height of which cause celebrity in the 1960s, named after the Secretary of State of War in Harold Macmillan's conservative government. Ten seconds remaining.
Perfumo.
That is correct.
Nice.
Moving to the next question for Krishnamurthi. Which original character within the Spider-Man franchise is essayed by Zendaya? The character's name pays homage to recurring love interest of Spider-Man in comic books and various media.
Mary Jane.
Not really. Passing to Shane.
Gwen.
Not really. Passing to Vincenzo.
I think it's just MJ,
That is correct.
not Mary Jane. Yeah. Yeah.
Moving to the next question for Krishnamurthi. This is a bird's eye view of a dome-shaped structure, which was the site of an infamous historical incident. The structure you see was encased in heavy amounts of cement after that incident. ID this site whose Google Earth satellite image you see here.
This is 9/11 Ground Zero at WTC.
Not really. Passing to Shane.
Chernobyl.
That is correct. Moving to the next question for Mark. In 1881, University of Pennsylvania, Harvard, Haverford College, Columbia, Cornell, and College of New Jersey started the Intercollegiate Cricket Association, and it ran successfully for 44 seasons till 1921. How do we better know the College of New Jersey now?
Princeton?
That is correct. Last question to Mark. Last of the three goddesses who wanted to claim the title of fairest was which goddesses of love, lust, and passion? She offered Paris the most beautiful girl in the world. That is Helen of Troy, which ultimately won her the contest.
Aphrodite.
That is correct. So thank you guys for the quiz.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Well done.
Thanks.